Hello friends, welcome to my channel English Literature and Language. In today's video, I will be discussing with you allegory, which is a literary term. I have decided not to compile up literary terms in one video so that you can get the separate ideas of each of the terms. In my previous video, I have discussed metaphysical poetry, the link of which I am giving in the description. Give it a watch and let me know if you have still any confusion in the comment box. And if you still have not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe it and stay updated. So without further ado, let's start today's video about this literary term allegory. Friends, before going into details about the term, we should know about the origin of the word. It helps you elaborate your answer and also to gather a little bit more knowledge. Please note that the term allegory comes from the Greek word allegoria, which means speaking otherwise. Now what it clearly defines is that it can occur both in prose and poetry, and it has some hidden meaning in it. While you are presenting something through your story using plot and characters to convey a particular meaning, but it somehow has another meaning hidden in it. This hidden meaning can be moral, spiritual, and even political. Allegories usually uses personification to represent some abstract ideas. For a short example, at this moment, I can say the medieval morality plays were allegories in which abstractions such as mankind, good deeds, penance, and death appeared as characters. I hope you have understood well the definition of allegory. It will be clearer when you know of its types. There are mainly two types of allegory. One, historical and political allegory, and the second one is the allegory of ideas. Now we will discuss the first type, which is historical and political allegory. I hope by the name you can perceive the kind that this type of allegories presents historical and political personages and events. The example I am going to exert, I think you all are familiar with the work, is John Dryden's famous poem Absalom and Achitophel. In this poem, if you have read, you can see that King David represents Charles II of England and Absalom represents his son, the Duke of Monmouth. The rebellion story of Monmouth against his father, King Charles II, is an allegory of the biblical story of the rebellion of Absalom against his father, King David. George Orwell's famous work, Animal Farm, is a political allegory. In the second type, it is appearing now, sorry for that. In the second type of allegory, the allegory of ideas, you can see that characters represent concepts or any ideas. Here I can say John Bunyan's The Pilgrim's Progress, which is an allegorical work of Christian salvation. I have already told you about the medieval morality plays and the type of allegory which came from the use of personification like virtue, moral, truth, vices, and state of mind. Another point to be noted is that allegorical references may be in the work, in the full work, or it can be part of a work. This type of allegory appears in Milton's Paradise Lost when Satan meets his daughter Sin. In the morality play, the early 16th century Everyman is an allegory. There are more examples like Edmund Spenser's The Fairy Queen is a moral, religious, historical and political allegory in a verse romance. You can also find allegorical reference in Jonathan Swift's work Gulliver's Travels. In Plato's The Republic Book 7, you will get the allegory of the cave. By the 19th century, allegorical technique had begun to fall from favor. Symbolism, another method of representing an alternative meaning, became the preferred form. Symbolism and allegory sometimes overlap, but there is an important distinction between the two. All symbols are not allegory, please remember it. I will discuss the term symbol in another literary term series video. And one more thing is that allegory can be found in parable and fable too. What they are, is to be discussed also in other video. I hope this video is helpful to you and you have understood it. If not, please let me know in the comment box, and if you like this video, subscribe the channel and share it. Thank you for watching.